first things first. Cheers. Welcome back to the stream, guys. What a fucking day we had today. Man, I'm almost speechless. Just want to make a quick video. I haven't streamed in a few days, and I was like, I have to stream today. I mean, this is what I've been waiting for the last few months. We've all been working towards, and I had to. I mean, even with the laptop that I'm trying to stream on and the setup that I have now, quite different. But I just want to kind of get right into the charts here. Kind of can't see what's going on. Let's zoom in here. So today we hit a high of $14.20 here. What is this? Mark at $14.27. I don't remember setting this. 2 alerts here. Let me see what these are. I don't remember even setting these alerts. Let's just go check it out real quick. Why do I have an alert for that? AMC at or above 160. What? 120. Okay. Oh, all right. I know why I have these. Forget all about that. That's just like something because I think months ago I probably charted out something where I thought like that's potential areas. We'll get to that later on. Today I just kind of want to go over everything, man. It's so hard to do this on a small screen here. Welcome to the stream. Let me get some stuff set up here. There we go. Welcome viewer. It's probably just me viewing on the chat here. All right, hell, first thing first, let's go over to the Fintel, just see what they're talking about. Holy shit. 81 million short volume. What? No way. That's got to be off. All right, so it's saying we've got 1,000 short shares available, which was updated 24 minutes ago, 25 minutes ago when it changed. It was saying 0 earlier. Short borrow fee rate is down quite a bit, which is very odd. But I know that they take some other things into consideration here, so it's down from like 74, 75 where it was at 47.47. So not too bad. I mean, still up relatively high. Short volume. I don't know how they get this 81 million in short volume here. Something must be up with this, so I'm going to take these numbers as not being factual all the way down to the short bar rate fee, and we'll just keep it moving here. So I'll just close that out. Actually, I'll leave it up in case we want to update it here. So utilization still at 100%. Cost to borrow is at 22.44 currently. It's up quite a bit here. Days to cover 1.74, so that's still going up. Shares on loan 152 million. Percentage of free float on loan is 36%, and then the estimated short interest percentage of free float is 21. So down just a little bit there, and down a little bit here on exchange report short interest here. So enough about this stuff. I mean, we've pretty much been seeing the same things here. I don't like this cost to borrow the way that it does show, but looks like 6.52 million shares were returned and another 4 million were borrowed. So I don't understand how that is showing 80 million over on Fintel here. 81 million short volume. That just definitely doesn't seem right. So we're gonna just move on and forget about that. Oh, let's see. Welcome to the chat, everybody. So what I wanted to do, I just wanted to get a quick update on where we stand, what's going on here. I do want to get rid of this. I want to get rid of that. I don't want to cancel those. I just wanted to cancel that one, that one alert there. So hit a intraday high of $14.20, which we haven't seen in a very long time. And I kind of want to go back to see when the last time we were there was. So we actually hit that 1450, 1460 mark back here. Shit, we got up to like 1480. This is all the way back early March, second week in March. And now we're kind of trending in that same area here. It looks like we traded here for a good 2 days. But if you take a really deep dive down here, right, and so you see when we started out, we were at $9.90 down here. And when we rose all the way within 1-2 days and got to that 1480 before we had a nice pullback pulled back to about $12.29, and what do you know, pretty close to where we're at today. And then over the next few days, we rose back up to that $14 level, and we did not break that resistance up here at about 14.25, 14.30, somewhere in there. We kind of got above it, but didn't really break above it. These are 4-hour candles, mind you. So moving forward to today, just keep all of this in mind that, you know, it took 2 days. We had a nice solid run up over a two-day period here into after hours, hit that 1480 something, and then we pulled back for a day, kind of consolidated, and then we got the reversal, started to move back up, but then we were rejected up here. We never got past. So keep that in mind when we start making a move, whatever it be for today, for tomorrow or the day after. We need to break this level of resistance up here. We need to get past this old level of resistance right here at about 1455, I'm going to call it. Let's say that. We need to close a 4-hour candle above that. So what I'm going to do here is just make a little price. Actually, I mean, we need to close. Yeah, I'm going to put it at the top. I mean, we need to break above that 14. Is that 1440? Where's that? 1450? That's 1453, right? So we'll just call it anything above 1450. We need to close a good 4 hours above that to really maintain that and start moving up to that next level. This is purely just a TA standpoint here. This has nothing to do with the squeeze just yet. But I think that this is the start here. You can see on the 184 we are in the overbought territory here. So I am expecting a pullback, although we did pull back and we're not done with these 4 hours here. So potentially this can start to reverse a little bit. All right, so geez, I don't remember when we set this. We set these dates here. There was a Reddit post that we had seen. Oh gosh, I mean, it had to have been 2 or 3 weeks ago. Yeah, it was almost 3 weeks ago, right? So what it was is we had set it 21 days out because there was a Reddit article that we had came across. I don't know if you can call it an article. There was a Reddit post we came across, and it was talking about how there was a new ruling and something was going on, and they had 21 days to cover these short positions. So I counted 21 days twice. I counted 21 days, actual days, which is this first date here on May 19th, and then I counted 21 trading days, which is over here on the 27th, I believe. Yep, on May 27th. So I marked these two off as like potential. That's when we're going to hit the squeeze. So we're getting pretty damn close here. And I think it's just interesting the closer we get, like now here we are. So could that be something to do with it that they're having to cover some of these positions from 21 days ago? Well, I don't know. So I do want to look at the volume here. I'm going to go back to the intraday here and just kind of see where the volume stood. So highest 1 minute candle of volume here we had, 3.149 million. Massive, massive volume. So we have been talking about this for a while, that in order for us to initiate the squeeze, we need to see the volume. This is a catalyst-driven stock, some kind of news, something to happen. And I think today the biggest thing was that AMC announced that they have completed their 43 million share offering. It's done. Dollar cost average or average price of like $9.95 or something around that range. So they're out. They sold those 43 million. They're good. They've got liquidity on hand. They're good for the future. That's a huge good news for the stock. So that's why I think we're really having this. I don't know if anybody's really covering, and we're not going to find out just yet, but we will over the next day. We will find out if they have covered some of those positions, and that's what helped lead to this. But I think a lot of this was price. This price action, a lot of this price action was the news of their share offering being completed. So just keep that in mind, that's one part of it to help jump this thing. Now, the other thing that I do like when I'm looking at this chart here is we are holding up above $12 really, really strongly. Currently sitting at about $12.55 here in the after hours. We had a huge sell-off right before, I say huge, I mean, we went from 1420. We just had a nice pullback, so before I get ahead of myself here, let's go ahead and pull up a Fibonacci retracement, kind of see where we were at here, and let's get the fib going. All right, so we pulled back just a little bit lower than what I would like to see us, but we pushed right back above that, and we're kind of maintaining that stability here above $12.43. So we're still very, very healthy and bullish still. You know, even though we pulled back a little bit less, it's all good. I do see our trend line starting to come in play here. I can see here we got the bounce. Remember we set this trend line a couple days ago. I think we moved it, or we just took a look at it. Hell, I don't know. God damn, you gotta love these trend lines, right? So we set this pennant. I don't know. It's already broke above it a few times since we have set it here. But look, as soon as we get that break, we get into this area of consolidation here, and then we got the break. I mean, I haven't touched this pennant in, it's got to be a week, at least a week. The top one, not since back here on April the 27th. So TA does work. We have shown this before. Once we get that breakout, we get that nice push up, and we've shown that. I don't even remember last time we showed that. So just keep that in mind. It's very easy for you guys to do. Just you know, all I'm doing is I'm kind of taking a nice point here and a point here, and just kind of running along the top and making it, you know, like a nice little triple top, right? And same thing kind of on the bottom. I'm sorry, I'm super exhausted. The words coming out of my mouth right now are very simplistic when describing this pennant here and how you do it, but I'm just going to break it down pretty easily. You see something like this where you see a nice spike, you see the next one over a long time frame. You know, just look at this and you pretty much can make it yourself and help predict some of this this price action, right? So played the tenant to a T. Once we got down to here where we were super tight and consolidated, I mean, we rode along this trend line and just popped right above it and got that bounce. So not quite sure what we're going to see for tomorrow. However, on the 184 hour, we are in overbought territory, so that would indicate that potentially we might see a little bit of a pullback. However, we kind of did pull back. We pulled back, you know, about $2. I mean, we ran up really, really high. We're sitting at about 23% over, 24% over from close of yesterday. So overall, I'm really happy. Although my demeanor is kind of calm right now. Again, I'm just pretty tired. I was super excited and pumped throughout the day, and then like just a super long day, 12-hour day, just kind of wore me down here. It's nice to see that we're still trading within some of these channels that we have set previously. This 1228 and down at 1159. I mean, we set these. I don't know how long ago we set these. Excuse me, these channels down here, and we're still bouncing around within them and respecting them. So very good. I don't like that we fell below that, but it is what it is. It's after hours, so I don't take that you know, too harshly. We did get a bounce there and kind of pull back, but I'm still looking for us to hold up this 1229 level of support from now on. So we'll see how tomorrow plays out. On the intraday, though, we look really good on the RSI. I mean, according to the RSI, yeah, we hit multiple times overbought, a couple times oversold, but right now we're rocking pretty steady where we're at. So we need to see more volume pump into this thing tomorrow. And you know, this one's a really hard one to tell, but the title of this stream is that the dominoes are starting to fall, right? This is the first step into getting that push, right? Because of this and where we stood, I mean, this is a huge move to make intraday, 23% up $2.45 from where we at. I don't even know where we were at on Monday here. Let's try to see if we can go back to Monday and see where we started out. So we opened Monday at about $9.87. So we're up quite a bit here, just over almost $3, right? Not quite yet, but just about, right? We're really close. Up $3 on the week. Imagine how many call options are going to close in the money this Friday or expire in the money this Friday. So that's huge push for us. And so that's another piece, right? So this big news is a huge news catalyst to push us up. I mean, that's a massive, massive leap. First domino to fall, it hits the next one, which is closing contracts out in the money tomorrow on their expiration, right? So I know a couple of our option contracts became pretty profitable today. The $40 strikes for June 18th, actually, I was up about $400. I decided to just hang on to them because I'm riding this out for the squeeze, and you know what? That was money that I'm gambling with, so I'm okay with it. We're still up a little bit over there, and just to show you guys my positions here, I didn't sell today. I'm still 800 long, dollar cost average of $8.98. Currently up about $2,859. So, you know, we're only trading with about a $10,000 portfolio here. And we're doing pretty good. We're up about $4,300 today on AMC at one point. And I'm not selling for that. No, we're riding this thing to Tindy Town. So we're going to keep holding on. We're going to keep riding this crazy train. But I think we're just starting to see the start, right? The big key is, can we maintain this level of support here at $12.29? If we can maintain that through tomorrow and we can close above $12, even push higher, than this. If we can close above 1201, that's going to send a lot of out or previously out of the money calls in the money for this week expiring, and who knows what effect that may have next week or in the weeks to come here. We're getting very, very close. And if this thing just stays steady, we just got to hold steady right now. Keep buying, keep holding. We're on the right track. This is the first domino to fall, was this news catalyst. We've got all the negative stuff really behind us, right? AMC has the money. What else can they say? So I'm going to go, I just want to see some stuff here. Matter of fact, let's see if anybody's joined up in the chat. God, I feel like forever I haven't streamed. Warning, the stream's bit rate. Oh my gosh, wow. So super low bit rate here. Whatever. I'm kind of just really curious about this this data that Fintel's pumping out here. 81 million short volume sounds kind of off to me. I mean, if it was like 21 or 30 million, maybe I would expect that, but 81 million short volume? I could see maybe 81 million total volume, but even then I think that we're higher on that today. So yeah, I'm just looking through here to see. I mean, they returned 6.52 million shares, but looks like, you know, borrowed another 4. I don't know. Keep on shorting this thing. You guys gonna just keep losing money. Just keep losing money. We are holding strong at about $12.54, so I do like that we're staying above this level here. And let's see if I can give some predictions for what I think is going to happen. I mean, I really just kind of want to look at where we had been at in the past, although we pulled back super hard when we got there. I mean, that was a huge run up. I mean, it was super insane to see it. And we pulled back pretty damn hard, truthfully here, from where we started to run, but it's all good. It's not too bad. I mean, we had a nice move yesterday too. Maybe not yesterday. Maybe I'm looking here, pre-market. I mean, just from the beginning, we just started to climb up. Yeah, so we're not doing too bad. I mean, depending on how you look at it, you've got to, you know, you got to look at your positions in in multiple time frames to really get a grand picture and a grand scheme of what's truly happening here. Jesus Christ. Yeah, so we got first 4 hours 106 million, second I say 4 hours 168 million, although I think this takes into consideration, no, it does not take after hours into consideration pre-market. So looks like we got about 270 what 274 million in volume is what it looks like to me. A little bit more. So geez, that's good. That's what we've been talking about this entire time, is we need to see the volume, we need to see the volume, we need to see the volume. Do I think this is we are, you know, before I answer the question of are we in the squeeze, I kind of want to go back and just look. I've been thinking about this all day. Is like, all right, so where was it at, you know, before we really had those big pops? Was it making huge moves? I mean, 25% moves intraday like we saw today. And I know that the time frame could be potentially a little bit different, but let's just take it from where it kind of opened at. I mean, yeah, you could say that. If we're looking here, that's 27% move here. It doesn't look like it's much, but it did close the first day here. So this is what I was really curious to see is when it started. How did it start really slow, or did it start like super quick, pop up? Looks like it might have started fairly slow. It's really hard to see where this thing opened and closed at. I mean, yeah, guys, I mean, we could be at the very start of the squeeze here. You can see it was ramping up here. I do kind of want to take a close look. Let's see if I can get it even closer here. I kind of want to get rid of some of the shit that's in the way. All right, so if we're just going back, this is like, what day is this? This is January 15th here. This is January 27th, so quite a few days before the squeeze. January 15th to January 27th. So about 12 days before the squeeze, we started to see it start moving slightly, right? But it would look like just regular intraday price action here. About 223 up to about $3. So pretty damn good, especially on a stock, right? You want to look at percentages, maybe not money, maybe percentages if that's what you really want to look at. It didn't really take too much there. I mean, 10%, right? A little slow. Kind of pulled back the second day, kind of, held steady for a couple of days here, and then it started to make some moves. And this is what I'm interested in seeing is where it opened. That's 26%. And kind of stayed flat this day, and then here it opened kind of red, but then shot up 30%. So I don't know. A couple of these days, we could be either here or we could be here. Next, it's going to be really difficult to tell right now what's going to happen. While I'm looking through this, I kind of want to look to see where I think the next area of resistance is going to be, because we gapped up pretty hard here in all this in pre-market here from about 1127 all the way up to 17, well, really even higher to 1776, 1792. So massive swings in here, massive freaking swings. I mean, that's huge right there. 53%. So yeah. So I'm guessing somewhere in this range here, you can see there at about 1683, we got held up, and somewhere here about 1762. So if I were to guess, somewhere in this 1630, somewhere, I'm going to go ahead and set a trend line on what I think, where I think we might have a hard time getting past. All right, so there we are. We're set 1647. So 1647. Once we break above $14, I think that 1647 range is going to kind of hold us up a little bit. That's what I'm going to look for. That's our prediction right now. I do potentially think that we might pull back slightly, although we could reset. Who knows what the rest of the after hours is going to bring. Although we're getting pretty damn close. We got a little bit more time. Who knows what the rest of the after hours is going to bring to us. Currently sitting at about $12.57. Look at the ask is at 59, bids at 56. It just really sucks that I'm at work that I couldn't watch the level 2s, couldn't watch anything. All I could do is just keep checking my phone and see the price. So we're doing relatively good here. Oh, it doesn't even show, right? So this level of resistance here, $14. When we get past 14, we'll come back on stream. We'll start talking about something. Hell, if I got to leave the job site to come back home and start live streaming when we break $14, I'm going to do that, because I think that level of resistance will be at 16. We see it back here. That's 1457. I don't know why I have that set. 1475. 69. Where we at? Sorry guys, I'm kind of bouncing around. So 1639, right? 1647 as I was. 1647. Just keep that in mind. Keep that in your back of your mind here, that will be, once we break that 1450, 1485, somewhere in that range, when we start pushing up that 15, that 1647, that's the mark. God, I feel like I haven't done this in forever. All right, so kind of just looking through stuff, kind of just talking through it here. That's kind of what I do mostly on the stream here, just kind of talk through stuff, think out loud, and it just helps me to kind of remember it and learn it, right? So that's all we're really doing right now on the stream. I just kind of want to look at things. I'm super excited about where it's at. It's awesome. It's fun. However, I'm still realistic about what's going on, and I don't think we're quite there yet. but we're getting close. I mean, we are respecting. We've seen this before. We've had a nice, huge run up, and then we had massive pullbacks. Like right here, we had this nice run up, and then we pulled back. Where else was it? I think I had set this. Let me see if I can even remember how. Dude, it was so long ago. Honestly, I don't even remember where it was at. Maybe I pulled from down here. I don't know. I set this pin up before. We have been here before, guys, and we had a nice run up, and then we pulled back pretty harshly. So I'm expecting us to have a bit of a pullback here. It looks like we might get 2 full days of this run up before we see a pullback. However, Fridays are usually kind of slow unless we're in a battle. So it's really tough to tell. This one's a hard call, and we pulled back so much from where we topped out at, right? We pulled back so much, and we're still steadily climbing back up there. So that's really, really good, strong. The other thing is, look at the fucking volume. You don't see this volume on any of these other days. That's the main difference here. I mean, look there, you got 171 mil. That's actually super nice volume. And compared to where it was at back here, 168, dude, we actually haven't beat it. It's very surprising, but we actually did not beat this. Maybe I'm looking at this. Oh, it's massive. That's sell pressure there. I guess maybe that's the other thing to take into consideration when looking at some of these massive amounts of volume, is that potentially, like, that's sell volume there. That's shorting. That's selling. Like, that's going to be a different candle here. But on a green one here, where we're 171 million. Oh, he made a nice move there. Man, was that long ago? March 15th. I don't know. We had a nice move back in March. Kind of started on a day, it just kept rising and rising and rising. And then it pulled back, bounced back, and pulled back again. There's that $14 range. So this is the test here, is can we break above this $14.50 and stay above it, right, on a 4-hour? Matter of fact, I mean, none of these are actually during market hours either when we get this $14 range here. 14.72, we close out over here at 14.67, but it was pre-market, right? If we can hold past these levels during market hours and stay above it for a 4-hour period, we're set. We're golden. We're going to keep on rising, and what's going to happen is it's going to drive more and more people. I mean, what we were trending number 2 in the U.S., AMC Short Squeeze or AMC Squeeze or whatever, was trending on Trader. So I expect that if we can keep this volume up again tomorrow, we're going to see a massive day tomorrow. We will break that level. We will stay above it, and it's going to be, a huge day tomorrow. So kind of just wanted to step in here, talk about some of this stuff, kind of work it out in my head, kind of see where I think levels of resistance are. Again, I think once we break over that 1450, 1460, we can stay there for majority of the day. Unless we just keep running up, that next level of resistance is going to be that 1647. I think it's where I said 47. I think it's where it's at. So 1647. That's what I'm looking for next level resistance. Once we break past that 1450-ish. However, we've got to kind of stand our ground right now, sitting at about $12.59. And at the rate we're moving, I think we're going to see a huge move in the pre-market tomorrow. I think we'll see massive moves from pre-market. Dude, we have actually run up quite a freaking bit here. Just want to pull another fib from back here on this line. Yeah, we haven't even had a pullback yet. This whole time we've been running up here. Last 1, 2, 3, 4, almost 5 days here we've been running up. So looking really good over the last 5 days. About 56%. So not bad at all. Not bad at all. I'll take it. Not a lot of substance in this live stream for anybody who's watching. I appreciate you kind of swinging by. I just wanted to kind of work some things out. Title listing, the dominoes are starting to fall, which pretty much we need to see this volume, but we need to see this on a regular basis here. We need to we need one more day of volume like this. I mean, going back over here, we had some high volume when we made that initial run up to $14, and we were rejected. I mean, we saw equally amount of same. I mean, we saw the same volume here. We're looking at 171 million on this 4-hour candle. We're less than that today, so we actually didn't even beat that, but we need to see consistent volume. So the first 4 hours of tomorrow are really going to tell a good going to tell a story, right? So 79 on the second day here. But this is a huge sell-off. I mean, this is shorts here. We already kind of know what that was. They can't short it anymore. The numbers aren't the same. I do have to look at these differently. I'm just thinking out loud, trying to go back and kind of cycle through and just kind of see what plays out in my head. And honestly, they don't have that many shorts. They can't keep shorting like they were. The DTCC and the SEC, it sounds like they're starting to step in and are taking away some of these things like the dark pool fibers. So some of the stuff is going away. They're just not going to have these abilities to short it the way that they have been. And I think that's even today when I was watching some of the stuff happening, the bid and the ask price, like they're just the sell walls were almost non-existent. So when you take the sell walls away, you can see what the stock really wants to do. So I think that this is it's got to be taken. I think this is something different. I can't go back and look. I try to on a TA standpoint. It's what you want to do. You want to kind of go back and look at patterns and kind of look at history, because history repeats itself. However, I think that we're just in a different scenario here than where we were at previously. So, sorry guys, I gotta take this text here. Sorry, one of my clients from work. So, again, I don't think that we can take the past and kind of apply it to the present. I think this is a different thing here, but we did have huge news today. Probably some more bullshit going on over here. AMC stock pops as more cash flows in. Blah, blah, blah. Let's see what they got completed. So they're actually like telling this. So this is the thing here. AMC soars, and this time GameStop follows as meme stocks get squeezed hard. Well, not exactly. I think that they're trying to throw you off and say that this stuff is squeezed, but not quite, right? So be careful of some of this stuff and kind of put that information out there. Option, June 18th, $20 call sweep near the ask at 200. So we had the $40 call. Hopefully we can keep this thing rising up. Sorry, I got to yeah, so this is kind of the thing. We need to start triggering some of these dominoes to fall, and having volume is the big thing. And I like what we saw today, super huge volume. And I think that the hedge funds are fucked. I don't think they got anything left in the gas tank to really short here. So currently sitting at about $12.62. It was at 65, so we're steadily making that climb up in the after hours here, and we're just still moving. So I'm super excited to see what's gonna happen tomorrow morning. And then we start making that climb back up. I'd really like to see us make that climb back up to 14. I just think there was potentially some people that had sold in here. I mean, I know some people that have been holding on since 14, and or 14 was like that mark that I think probably a lot of people knew that was a barrier for us, a level of resistance. But the second time around, I mean, we got to get that break. Honestly, if we're talking here, how many times have we hit that now? I mean, pretty much we're probably at a triple top here. I mean, if you take a lot of this other stuff out of it, and you're like 1, 2, 3, this next time around, when we get back up there, we should break it. And when we break it, we're going to run. And like I said, that 1647, I think, is where we're going to find our next level of resistance. We break past that, we're home free onto that $20 mark. So keep that in mind. And once we get closer to that $20, I think it's when the squeeze is really going to start to happen and take effect here. I don't think we're quite there just yet. I think we're starting to see it, though. It all depends on when these short positions start to cover. I think they'd be very silly not to, but if they're looking at the past and say, hey, we've been in that $14 range before, we're okay with it. We let it run up, and then we started short it down again. I don't know. Maybe they can't short anymore. Maybe that's the difference here. Sorry, again, just kind of thinking out loud. If they don't have any shorts available to short, how can they short it back down the way that they did before? And this thing keeps running, and then that's when you start seeing the gamma squeezes triggered and the short squeezes and all that other stuff. So just watch out for tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a huge day. If we can just kind of hold the line at where we're at and possibly keep running this thing up a little bit, and we can close at a good number tomorrow, either above 12 or we can close above $13. I think we're going to be good. I think we're going to keep pushing that. But once we get this test here, we got to get that break above. Got to get that break above. They can't short anymore. I don't see any reason why we would. It's just we had such a huge run up. We need to take a breather, have this thing have some pullback. It's very healthy for the stock to do. So, yeah, pull back, but don't worry. If you guys got in at 13 or you got in at 14, don't worry about it. It's fine. We need to have a little pullback. And it's unfortunate. I mean, FOMO hits the best of us. And you see a thing running up, and you see it pull back to 13. You're like, all right, this is it. You get in, and then it pulls back even farther. Don't worry about it. Just hold the line. We're going to see what happens. But I don't think they have the ammunition to short this thing the way they did before. So the next time we come back up here to this 14, since had been so long since we've been there previously, I think we break it quite easily and we stay above it and start testing that next level at 1647. So there's my TA. Look for us to start testing that 14. It may be on Monday before we do get back up to that 14 range, honestly. I don't know if we're going to have as much volume as what we saw today. Again, this isn't the most volume we've ever seen. It's not even the most volume that we've seen in the last 2 months. You can see back here we had 171 million, and then today, and these are 4-hour candles, and then today I think the most we saw was 186 or 180. 106, is that it? 168. So we're about 3 mil off in volume than what we saw. Again, they're not shorted, so maybe that's the other thing. So just keep that in mind. We need to see more volume. We'll see what happens tomorrow. I don't know. We're not going to have the same news, but the news now is the AMC is starting to squeeze, and this is the start. The dominoes are going to start falling. We got to get that break and stay above that $14 level. We really have to get that push above. If we don't break above this level again, I'm expecting this thing to sell off quite hard. But that's just on a TA level, right? Everything with TA is so difficult when you're analyzing a short squeeze. It's just much differently. So, just don't worry about what I'm saying. I'm just kind of talking through this stuff out on stream. That's kind of what I do. So for those of you that are new, not a financial advisor, I just do this to document my journey to becoming a successful trader, and AMC is like the biggest position that we're holding now. We went all in, pretty much sold everything we had in AT&T, which was our largest position about a month ago, and now it's not even a position anymore. So by hand or long, just kind of holding this thing out. Oh, no, don't want to do that. So I want to appreciate anybody who's kind of watching the stream. I don't think my stream is going to be too great here. It looks like my bit rate's super slow. I'm just kind of checking on it, make sure I don't get kicked. I don't know why. I'm not at home. I'm on the road. So, you know what? I want to kind of pop back in. Why is this on? Turn that off. There we go. Don't want the on-demand on. I don't know what it does. Shoot, here we go. I kind of want to keep checking over here on Fintel and see. Yeah, there we go. Not available, right? So all the short shares not available. I knew something was screwy here, and I wanted to see this. This, for some reason, is still showing 81 million in short volume, which I don't believe. I mean, massive jump. I mean, I don't know how that would be possible that they would be able to short it this much. So I think there's something glitched over here on this. For these that are interested, go ahead and take a screenshot, whatever it is, of Ortex. I'm going to go ahead and refresh it for you so you get the most up-to-date information. Utilization still at 100%. Cost per at 22.44 as it was previously. Days to cover at 1.74. So still pretty much the same as it was about 20 minutes ago when we looked. All right, enough work. We're gonna see. The next few days I think are very, very crucial. I think tomorrow is a huge, huge day for us. I think we need to get that close. We can close some of these in the money, or close these contracts in the money. We need to close, as you know, the higher the better, right? But $12 would be really, really good, because I think that $12 was just out of the money enough that there's still a lot of people. It's close, right? So the closer you are, I think the more contracts you're going to have. If it's so far out the money, like my $40 options calls, but that's far away, it's okay. But the closer you are to the expiration date, and the closer to in the money or out of the money or the closer to in the money that you you guys know what I'm saying. We're set at 9. Your call's at 12. I think the more people are going to have that, right? It's just outside of the money, so it's a little bit cheaper, and it's more in the realm of possibility. So I think that there's going to be a lot of people that have those. There's a lot of volume on those calls. If we can close the thing above 12, it's going to be super great. And it's gonna force. It's gonna really. That's gonna be the next domino, right? Can we get that to close above $12 tomorrow? And at the rate we're going, shit, we're already at 12.70. So anything that we pull back to in the at the end of the market today, or in the after hours from 12.77, we're already kind of gaining that ground back. Currently trying to kind of fighting between 12.70 and 12.71 here. Yeah, I mean we've got shares stepping here to buy this up. Let me see if I can make this a little bit larger, so we can actually see the price. Oh man, it takes up too much of the screen. So yeah, it's steadily gonna start climbing up here. Looks like it's still showing the after hours, but anyhow, I kind of want to make this a short video. And again, maybe I'll make a completely different stream. Maybe tomorrow we'll kind of go back over this time frame here. So I wish I could really. I'm gonna have to go back and find my live stream where I talked about this. It was almost 21 days ago. Someone had posted on Reddit something about. There's some news. There was a ruling that came out. They had 21 days to cover these positions from the certain date, and here's the 21st day on May 19th, and then here's the 21st trading day. Excuse me, May 27th. So getting really close to this. However, just looking on a TA standpoint, I mean, we broke through the pennant here. Once we got that break, we were home free, and I think that was another thing here. I mean, a lot of stuff that happened today. News was one of them, and then with social media the way that it just kept driving the stock price up. So just kept running and gunning. But I'm looking for us to close above 12.01 tomorrow. That's a huge battle, but it shouldn't be that difficult. I mean, if they didn't have sell walls up today and they're not able to short it, then I don't see any reason why we don't start making that push back up to 14 and start testing. But again, we need to break this one, and we need to hold above. Once we do, look for that 1647 to be that next level resistance. Once we break above that 14, whatever it is, it's 1420, 1450. I mean, you can even say like 1480, right? Once you start getting in that level of 14 3/4 and closing out, 14 3/4. Look for that 1647 or 16. Let's call it 1650, right? 1650 level of resistance as the next level. So I know I'm already moving on to the next level of resistance. Levels of support, we already kind of know where we're at. We've been here for a little bit now. 12. Actually, I kind of got it. It's like 12.29 here. So I mean, you could pretty much say this is a level of support here, even though we did kind of trade a little bit lower than that. It's all good. It's fine. Honestly, I wouldn't even say that we actually popped down to it. I mean, just looking on the 4 hours. So still respect this 12.29 as a level of support here for the time being. Oh, man, it's been a long freaking day. I do want to say thank you to anybody who's kind of hopped on, watched the stream, watched a couple minutes of it. Again, this is just me kind of talking over some things. So pretty much, if you guys want to watch a video, go watch some of the other people on this one. If you know, there was a lot of good information, I'm sure, popping up today. Just kind of wanted to check it out for myself, kind of talk through some things. So if you guys are all about kind of talking through it and kind of not falling for most of the hype, you kind of doing your own research and your own DD. It's kind of what we're doing here, right? Yeah, it's super fun and amazing to go through days like today. However, you know, I try to look at the more realistic side and be like, okay, are we squeezing? What's the signs? What signs did we see the first time that it happened? Are we kind of following the same patterns? What's different from now than back then? And also, what's different from when the last time we were at $14, right? And what do we got to look out for when we're at that $14 level again? So these rejections are not great, but you know, it's good. We need to see that test up again, or if we get rejected, I don't know if it's like the last time we got sold off pretty hard. So again, things are a lot different because we don't have any shares available to short. So, dude, there we go. We're making that move at 12.90. I might just stay on stream for a little bit. If we're making these runs up here, we'll probably stay on stream for a while and just kind of watch this thing. I'm gonna go to back to the intraday here and just kind of watch it. We're starting to get some movement here. Volume's still kind of low, 38,000. Hell, we were seeing 38,000 at regular market hours a few weeks ago. So actually pretty decent volume. Starting to get that move up here. Currently saying about $12.90, 12.89. So I'm gonna leave you guys here on the stream for a sec. I'm gonna just take a quick break, and I'll be back, and we'll see. We'll just kind of watch this and see how this plays out. I mean, if this thing starts making that run up to $12, $13, I might end up watching this for a little bit. It's been a while since I live streamed, so kind of good to be back in the saddle, if you know what I mean. And all right, so looking right here, guys, I don't know if you can see this here. Okay, got rejected there. We'll see if we can keep that close above that 1281 right there. So just keep your eyes on that. I'll be back. All right, we're back here. Starting to have ourselves a little bit of a pullback here. See if we can pull back up. So I'm going to go ahead and remove this. Yeah, it really sucks not being able to watch the indicators while I'm at work. And I'm a little stopped up. A lot of dust out in our compound. I'll just give it a few minutes and kind of see what we're doing here. I mean, it's super low volume, but again, we have seen some crazy moves happen in the after hours, so it wouldn't be surprising if we made a huge jump here. So, kind of just want to watch the price action. Anybody want to say anything, man? Shoot me a chat. You know, give me a shout out. Where you from? What you thinking? What you drinking? We got some. This is Summer Break from Sierra Nevada. It's a hazy IPA. It's pretty good. So it looks like we just reset on the RSI here and then right back into overbought here. But again, after hours, I don't really care about this RSI right now. I mean, when you're going through movements like we're going through right now, we can stay overbought for an extended period of time here. I do want to kind of pull up the level 2s, see what's going on. We got a little bit of buying action going on here. Not a lot, you know, pretty slow. See if we can get anything crazy going on here. We'll just watch this for a little bit. I do want to keep checking Fintel to see if Fintel will update anything. We had seen that there are 0 short shares available just a few moments ago. Yeah, and they still haven't updated this short volume. I just don't think that this is accurate here. I don't know where they're getting the information from. My one watcher, probably me. So I'm going to give it another few minutes, kind of see what happens. I'll just keep my eyes on it. We only got a couple more hours. What do we got? Oh, shoot. Yeah. We only got probably one more hour left in the after hours here. So Dude, I don't know what is going on with my time. I feel like it's on East Coast time or something. My chart. Can I go in here? Yeah, let's go here. I don't know why this is showing. European. There we go. New York time. All right, let's gonna go ahead and apply that right there. I'm still getting all this stuff set up on this laptop here. It's quite different. So yeah, we got just about one more hour left in the after hours here. See if we can make any big moves over the next hour. I kind of doubt that we will, but again, we have seen it before. Kind of just looking for any pattern that I might see that might stick out to me. Maybe I'll stick around and draw some stuff here. See if we can break out of this pennant and make a little move. I mean, I doubt that we will on such low volume. But I do kind of want to leave this for tomorrow. Maybe I'll wake up early in the morning and kind of reset this stuff and just kind of see where it's at. This was like a weird fluctuation that was going on here earlier. That I would just ignore that. Just ignore that little bit here. See if we can get that break and start maybe making a little bit of some move upwards here. Currently sitting about $12.87, so starting to make our way back up to where we were. Indicating that we still have really strong bullish momentum in this thing. It's not done, even though it did kind of, drop down dramatically from that 1420. I think it's still fairly healthy that we had a nice little pullback. Could have just been, a lot of things, a lot of things could have happened in here. I would imagine some day traders took some profits here. I would imagine a lot of people took some profits up here because it's been a while since it's been in that $14 range. Some people are probably just tired of holding, and they just paper handed out, But you know us, we're still gonna hold. I would like to see us break this little level here at about 1291 and start making that run up. So I'll probably hang on just for a couple more minutes, see if we get that break above 1291 and start making a little bit of a run. However, low volume. I don't anticipate seeing us make anything really major. I think it's been a long day, and I think we'll see some moves tomorrow morning in the pre-market. So I may wake up super early and hop on just to see what's going down. Just to see what's going down here. And again, that's just the first domino to fall. We had the catalyst and the volume, right? We need to see us getting that volume back into this, getting that social media frenzy going and getting more people interested in this thing and help drive the price action. I think we saw that today. So that's the first thing. Next thing we need to do is we need to close, or next domino to fall, we need to close above $12.01 tomorrow. The higher the better, right? We close above 1301, even better. 1401, even fucking better. We need to close the high as we can, obviously. But since, options expire tomorrow, we need to get that close up here. The higher the better. And then I think we're going to start seeing some real movement come Monday. We're going to see. Tomorrow, it's kind of up in the air for me. I'm trying to be as realistic as possible. But I think we're starting to see a lot of things culminate and come together. And I think that we're starting to see potentially the start of the squeeze here. We just have to keep checking off things from the list, right? You just got to keep getting that ball rolling and rolling. And then once it gets over the hill, it'll just roll on its own. And all we got to do is sit back and just keep holding. Appreciate anybody viewing the stream. Just kind of a real chill evening right now. Just drinking a little beer. Checking out the market, see what I missed today while I was at work. Like probably a majority of people wasn't able to really watch anything, wasn't able to check the RSI or any of the other indicators, look at the MACD, see what's really happening. Kind of bugged me. Couldn't really see the volume per minute, couldn't see anything going on. So all I could see was the price action on my phone, and even in some of the apps are just like TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim has an app for your phone. It's very difficult to use compared to the desktop setup, right? The desktop setup I'm just much more comfortable with. I feel like I can do more, I can see more. I just don't know my way around the Thinkorswim app as much as the desktop. So, you know what? We haven't done this in a while. Since we are live streaming, I might as well go over here to AMC stock, all lowercase, all one word, Reddit page. Just see what's happening over here. It's been a few days. I haven't actually looked at this in a while. Maybe I looked at it this morning. There we go. Joshua James, for newbies, this is not the squeeze. When it hits 4 figures, then you'll know what's happening. Many are looking at 5 to 6 figures as the target. Yes, that's correct. Do some research and you'll see all the facts. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I think this could be the start. It's one domino, but I think they're starting to fall. And I think, like I said, the next one, we need to get this thing closed above a certain level tomorrow. The higher, the better, and get some of those contracts, some more of those contracts in the money. Oh, it actually tweets #1 on Twitter. All right. Yeah, exactly. This is not the squeeze, so guys, be careful with that. We saw it over here in the live news from TD Ameritrade. Where was it at? Right here somewhere. I'd seen it earlier. Right here. AMC soars, and this time GameStop follows as meme stocks get squeezed hard. No, they don't. This is nothing like we just looked at a few moments back. Sorry, not there. Just like we looked at on the 184 hour here. Where's it at? Back here, when we hit 14 originally, look at this 4 hour candle. We're at 171 million volume. Look at the volume up here in the top. 171.1 million in volume. And then if we scroll all the way over to today in volume, 168.7 million. So we're actually lower today in volume. Overall volume looks like it was, 274 mil. Go back over here. Where's this at? Did I already miss it? No. It's still farther back, right? Yeah, I missed it. All right, sorry. Shoot. Where's it at? Yeah, we'll just go right here. 85. Yeah. So we're far off. Like, actually, we're a lot closer than I think we are. Dude, I can hear my roommate in there playing. Oh man. So just keep that in mind. Volume's still not quite where we would like to see it, but we're doing pretty damn good here. Let me go back to the intraday here. Oh my gosh, this is so awkward. What is going on? Jeez. There we go. We'll just watch it like that. Gonna go back to the Reddits, see what's up. All right. So if you guys didn't watch Trace Trades, he had a phone call with Adam Aaron. I don't know why he didn't put him on speaker, but whatever. I mean, if he says it's who he's talking to, that's who he's talking to. I just don't know why he couldn't say, "Hey Adam, can I put you on speakerphone?" I guess maybe there's some things said there that he didn't want to get out. I don't know. 43 million shares have been sold in the market. You guys already know. If you don't know, the share offering, they're done. Shorts should be shitting their pants. And then he says there's another interview in June. So this is not the squeeze. All right, cool. So everybody taking a look. Meme stocks gain market movement. What is this talking about? Get ready for the influx of FOMO. So that's good. That's kind of what I'm hoping happens, right? Get that FOMO going. That's another contributing factor to the squeeze here. Another domino to help get this thing falling and get this thing rolling. Okay. Don't care about a text message there. Yeah, it could be. Yep, here we go. So this is kind of really what I'm talking about, right? 12:01, 13:01, 14:01. We need to keep this ball rolling, and we need to close as high as we can tomorrow. That's another huge contributing factor to helping us get the squeeze rolling. I think we've got like the first step. We're there. All right. Well, we're gonna be done with that. A bunch of AMC stock Reddit page kind of really turned to a shit show as of late. Um. All right, guys and gals and birds, cats, dogs, whoever's watching this thing. A little bit more of a chill stream tonight. Can't repeat that enough. Just kind of laid back, drinking a beer. Like my body hurts. I'm tired. My kind of sinuses are a little stopped up with the we're just hitting springtime here in Connecticut. It's been like I came from Florida where it's nice 85 and basically summertime, and I come up here and it's 55 degrees. It's cold. I'm wearing a jacket for the last couple of days. The sun finally comes out today. It's dusty and pollen and all that good shit. So, we are really holding here for quite some time. I don't know what's going on here. See, this is saying 759. I'm really kind of perplexed here. What is happening? Hell, if I'm still streaming, that should be updated. What the fuck is this nonsense? What? I don't know what's going on here. I'm gonna have to just close this out. Maybe I messed something up. I'm gonna just give you guys a price check here. $12.87 where we currently sit here. So I'm just gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna call it a night. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Maybe we'll hop back on the stream. We'll see how tomorrow goes. I'll do a recap tomorrow. So I want to appreciate anybody who hopped on the stream. Again, it's just kind of a chill stream, talking about what we need to see next from AMC to get this thing rolling, get those dominoes falling. And the next thing is we need to see this thing close, for sure above $12 tomorrow, but the higher the better. If we can close above 14.01 tomorrow, that'd be freaking awesome. So I'd really, really, really like to see that happen. I think that that's just going to get it rolling. Get that close above 14.01. That will be the goal for tomorrow. Again, though, if we get up, we really need to break above that $14 level resistance at what I say, like 14.50, 14.75, somewhere in that range. We kind of need to hold there. Either we need to get that break above 14 and hold it for 4 hours, or we need to get that break above 14.75 and get this thing running up to the next level of resistance, which I think is about 16.47, 16.50ish. So we kind of need to see that happen for tomorrow. And I would really like to see some volume pump back into this thing. But I think we're going to see some FOMO buying tomorrow, and that's always good, right? Go ahead, get those FOMO buyers in here. Rest of the positions, I don't really need to talk about too much. FSR was actually, we saw some good stuff from FSR here. Kind of want to, yeah, I don't know, man. I need to really fix this thing here. Anyhow, all right, we're just going to call it a night with that. Appreciate everybody who are watching. Thank you, guys. Super chill stream tonight. Hopefully you enjoyed a beer with me or a glass of wine or vodka or whatever it is. Thanks for watching.